Hasbunallah. Tariqatuna suhba fil hayri min jamiyat. Our tariqat is based on association. With association, you may find the answers to what you've been looking for. If you're in tariqat, you should always be looking for. Don't looking for answers. Don't be in tariqat and not looking for nothing. You will never find it. If you're in tariqat and you're not looking for the answers, meaning you're not asking yourself, you're not searching, you're going to lose out. You're going to become bored, you're going to become depressed, and then one day you're going to say there's nothing here. It's because you're not looking. If you're looking, you're going to find. So, inshallah Rahman, we are here because we're still searching. Yes, we found our guide. But that is not the end of the story. Before, we spend maybe years looking for a guide. Now that you found a guide, what are you going to do? Now that you found a guide, what are you going to do? He is going to take you to a journey. First, he's going to tell you to get up and to understand where you came from, where you are now. Then he may show you the journey that he is going to take. Because people make the mistake also, they in tariqat, you make your own journey. You don't. You make the journey of your shaykh. You understand? No Sahabi, they found Islam and they make their own journey. Their journey is the path of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. No Sahabi Kiram that they took Shahadat, they took Islam, and they just seclude themselves somewhere and they just practice it, they don't do anything. None of them. Even those who are given the opportunity to do that, not to be involved in so much, later they have another work for them to do. Like Hazrat Abu Darda, for instance. He is not concerned so much with everything that is happening, but he has a very big duty. Later, he is the one who has the voice to warn the Khalifa. Where the Khalifa is not listening to so many else, he's listening to the voice of Hazrat Abu Darda. So, you're asking me this question. Say the question. Good. When I say, when Shaykh Effendi says to follow your heart, how do you know that you're not being tricked? Good. Number one, especially when you enter this way, and this is what makes this tariqat and this jamaat very difficult to a lot of people. You must first distrust yourself. You must first look at what you have, knowledge that you have, experiences that you have, understanding that you have. You're going to look at it again. You're not going to trust. What are you going to do? You're going to say La. Your understanding of Allah, Ilah, La ilaha. You follow the Shaykh, no one but the Shaykh, illallah. He will lead you to that. And the shahadat is going to be the witnessing, the understanding, the knowledge of the friend of Allah, of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, not your own. This ties into your first question also, okay? But I'm going to leave that till later. So you distrust yourself, you come in. Because tariqat, it is a hospital. When you enter into a hospital, let me put it in very simple terms. Nobody enters into a hospital and say, I want to be a doctor. Everyone enters your hospital. Either you know that you're sick or you want to find out if you're sick or you're going to find a cure. That means you what? You distrust your health. You distrust how your body is informing you because you don't know how to read it. Not that the body is going to lie to you, but you don't know how to read it. Because there are some diseases that are so hidden, you won't feel it until 10, 20 years. But the good doctor, like our Luqman Hakim, he can see the disease that is in there, that he says this 10 years down the road is going to bring this problem if this continues. So you enter the tariqat understanding that you are sick. You want to try to get rid of. More you understand that you're sick, more the doctor can help you. The more that you open yourself up to say, treat me, the more you can be healed. So your question, how are you going to trust your heart? First, you enter into tariqat. And this is what I said, what makes it very difficult. Because so many other tariqats you enter and they praise you, they give you wirid, and you start seeing things, dreaming things, experiencing things, and you think that you achieve a level. But in this Naqshbandi Tariqat al-Aliyah, the highest tariqat, they don't give you any levels at all. They say your maqam is in the toilet. You are in the toilet. You still, with your ego, the ego is in the lowest of the low. Are you going to make progress? We have to. That's why we are here. But it is the Shaykh who is going to reward us, coming from the Holy Prophet, coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to show us it is not for ourselves. And it's not really necessary for now. So you're going to distrust yourself. You're going to not trust your heart so much. Different ways. There are some who enters and they fall in love with the Shaykh. And because it is so strong, that love for the Shaykh now, don't think that the love also is coming from you. It is coming from the Shaykh. But so many times, they offer and no one returns, no one gives. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always asking, am I not your Lord? Very few of us, we answer back to Him. So many we just ignore. Billions of people, they ignore Him. And He's still giving and still giving. So, now the love, you fall in love with the Shaykh, and because of that love, you start melting. When that melting happens, that means you don't trust your mind, you don't trust your heart, you don't trust anything, you're just trusting in the Shaykh. Correct? Now, this is a feeling that everyone understands. Believer or unbeliever, Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, because everyone understands and experiences love. We have this overwhelming feeling, and it's just, you're just melting. Very simple terms that we're putting. So that is a way to go in. And during that time, depending on how you are, the Shaykh will start working on you. Some, they have that and they hold on to that. And they start changing. And this initial feeling, it changes to become something more solid. You're no longer just melting. You are trying to build it up a little bit. You start fixing, you start serving, you start submitting. Then you start making progress. You still keep looking. You're looking, I am melting. I am melting because of this. I'm understanding that whatever I had when I first came in, it is all wrong. And I have to try to change. Astaghfirullah. You fall into that station. So now, you become very happy. You start, for the first time in your life, your spirit becomes free. It's able to breathe. It understands what it means to be close to your Lord, close to your Prophet ﷺ. And you can just sit there, you can just listen to your Shaykh, or even if he's not saying anything, and you feel that you are time inside of time and space inside of a space. How do you then take that love and you make that love that the Shaykh is showing to you, to show it back to the Shaykh, to reflect that? Because only in the reflection of that, then you're going to make some progress. If you don't reflect it, it goes down, you become bored, it's the same, honeymoon period is over, and there's nothing. Once you start reflecting, once you answer that call, once you say, Qalu Bala, yes, you are, Because the answer is not just by an answer, you understand? The answer is with the heart, with the mind, with the body, with everything. That is how you answer. When you answer that, then there is this conversation that is going, circling around between you and your Lord, continuing in that circle. If you don't answer, then it's just coming straight. Pretty soon, because you're not answering, it will fall. And you are going to fall. So now, you have that energy that you are coming in. You're going to observe and you're going to watch your Shaykh very carefully. Because you already made up your mind. Now I'm feeling something, my heart is beating. I understand where I came from and where I am now. I'm not going to trust me anymore. That's why I have a guide. So you're going to trust your guide first. Yes. Don't trust your heart so much. Trust your guide. When you consult with him and you don't know, and he says, follow your heart, that time he has already put something there for you. It is very clear where you should go with that. Because he has put something in there for you, now you have to find in your heart, what is his teachings? What is his voice? What is his nearness? You find that. Don't look to other voices. Don't look to your own voice. This is saying this, other voice is saying this. You look to see which one is heavier. Then you're going to go ahead. You are not going to say, oh, whatever comes to my heart, I'm going to go, it's coming from my Shaykh. No, we have not come to that level yet. That level where you're going to have direct access, we have not come to that yet. And you have to go through a lot more training. A lot more training, a lot more cleaning, until that voice is coming straight. Now, when are you going to know that you have? Not necessary for us to know or to not know. It's just to do. You do something right, you say, Shaykh Effendi would like this, I'm going to try to do this. You do it, you watch and you see. The answer comes very clear. Then you keep doing it. And you keep doing it. Inshallah, that time it's going to be successful, it's going to be very clear. Yes, and we're going to pray. We pray that whatever comes to our hearts is going to be from our Shaykh and is going to be clear for us. You understand? That's why sohbat is important. When you attend the sohbat and you really are listening properly, and you're watching and you're understanding, that time you're putting, that is the time by yourself, you're shutting off all the voices. And you only listen to the voice of your Shaykh. You understand? If you are in sohbat and you do that, then it's very clear that outside of sohbat, his voice is going to be clear. Because during the sohbat, you're not turning up all the stations all at once. You're not getting any static. Because you're training yourself how to be present. You're training yourself how to be present. Once you train yourself how to be present, then situation happens. What I'm going to do is the answer is going to come. I have to do this. I must do this. The beginning, maybe you say, oh, I don't know. You're going to watch, you're going to talk to people, you're going to consult with people, you may consult. Then you're going to do. Pretty soon it's going to be very clear. My heart says to do this. I decided to become more careful and I take another step. But I know I should have done that. And the results is showing. So again, you must have this recurring conversation between you and your Shaykh, whether it's physically or otherwise, between you and the dargah, between you and the sohbat. There's so many times we did something wrong and the Shaykh says, you know when you are doing it, you're not supposed to do it. You know what my voice is telling you. And we all say, yes, we know, but we did it anyway. Correct? So we have to, inshallah rahman, when we are present during the sohbat, we will be able to be present during the zikr, we will be able to be present outside of that. And then we're not going to do foolish things that puts us in ghaflat. You understand? Inshallah, that way, the love that we feel that to our Shaykh, the submission that we feel, is not just going to overflow just like that. We're going to learn how to cap it a little bit. Keep it there, keep the pressure there. You're not just going to lie back and just have this thing, just feeling. You're going to cap it and you say, okay, what can I do now? What can I do? What can I do to show my love now? And good. Very least, you say, I cannot do anything. You say, you can recite Fatiha for the sake of your Shaykh. At the very least, you can do that. And believe me, that's not least, that's a lot. This much is enough. وَمِنَ اللَّهُ تَوْفِيقَ الْفَاتِحَةِ. Nothing. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Put this one over here. Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. All right, inshallah Rahman. I will see you tomorrow. Al-Fatiha. Amen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Have a good night. Go and rest.